So let's make Iran Buba with an inner, and this is it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to be doing is to get the measurement for the wrapper that we want, which is 2.5 yards. So I have 5 yards here. I'm going to be cutting away 2.5 yards for the wrapper. Okay, so after that we're going to proceed to the top, and the measurements that we want for the top is to measure from the mid back at the neckline to the length of the sleeve that we want. Once you measure it, the next measurement is your bust circumference and then the length of the blouse. These three is just what we need. Okay, so for the bust circumference, we're going to put the fabric on fold into four, that is back and front together. Okay, so I'll fold it again, and this time we're going to be placing it on this part that is not open, because I do not want to have any joining at the shoulders. Of course, you don't need to have joining at the shoulder, so you fold into two first and then fold again for the back and front. All right, so we're using the bust circumference to get the width of the fabric that we are going to be putting on fold, and then the length of the blouse from the shoulders. Okay, so well arranged. Now we're going to be cutting the length and the neckline. Now for the width of the um bust, we're going to be adding 2 inches, that is bust divided by 4 plus 2 inches, because we want it to be free on the body. It shouldn't be fitted, we want it very free. So bust divided by 4, whatever it gives you according to your measurement, you're going to be adding 2 inches to it, and then proceed to cutting the length of the blouse that we have. I hope this is making sense to you. If you have any question, this is beginner friendly. You can always ask your question. Okay, so this is what we now have. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is the width of the neckline, which I'm making at 4 inches, because I don't want it to be too wide. Of course, it's not usually nice for it to be too wide. And then the length, I'm going to be making 5 inches, but I'm going to cut 4.5, so that I will use half an inch to fold the neckline, and it will go back to 5 inches. Okay, so if you have your curve, you use your curve and connect the lines. If you don't have your curve, you can always use your free hand to connect it. Now in this case, we're not going to be measuring any shoulders. Okay, so I'll just cut away. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is to attach the sleeve. Now for the sleeve, remember I said you're going to notch the shoulders, okay, so that you know where to start fixing the sleeve. All right, this is what we have. Now for the sleeve, remember we have our bust circumference divided by 4 plus 2 inches. We're going to measure that. Wherever it stops, we'll continue our sleeve from there, assuming our sleeve length from where we measured the mid back is 20 inches. Now let's say we have the bust according to what we've measured to be 10 plus 2 inches, making it 12. So we're going to minus 20 inches. We're going to minus 12 inches from 20 inches, and that will give us 8. Okay, so the sleeve that we're going to be attaching will be 8 inches. I hope this makes sense to someone. According to where your sleeve is going to be stopping, minus what measurement that you have for the bust circumference divided by 4 plus 2, and then the remaining will be the length of the sleeve, because the sleeve is going to be starting from where the bust circumference stops to the length that you want it. You can see the way I'm going to just fix it. Nothing else is going to be cut. Okay, now the next thing is to measure the armhole where your hand is going to be passing through, right? So here I'm leaving it at 10 inches. Okay, and that will be the width of the sleeve. If you've not subscribed to this channel, I think this is the best time for you to do just that. Okay, this is the best time for you to subscribe to this channel and have more interesting videos come your way. Okay, I'm just trying to arrange some things to make them align properly. So measure the length of my sleeve, which is what is remaining from the bust circumference. Remember, we do not have shoulders. What is remaining from the bust circumference, that is what I measured, and I'm cutting it away. Don't mind my scissors, it's not that sharp, but we're going to use it like that. Okay, if you have any question, you can always ask in the comment section. If you have any suggestion, if you have any style you want us to illustrate, we can also do that for you. Right, so we're going to be proceeding. So we tear this other part open and leave one part closed, just the way you do your normal sleeve, but we're not going to be cutting or trimming the sleeve head and all that. Okay, I hope someone got the measurements that we need. So this is it. We're just going to attach it this way, right? This is just how we're going to attach it. So for the neckline, I'm going to use the bias to round it up for the neckline. You can see I use the blue bias to round it. So if you have the color of your bias, if you have your bias, you can use it to round it up. And that's the next step, is to join the sleeve. So you look for the part that you notched and the part that you notch on the sleeve too, so that the two of them will match up together. And this is how I'm trying to find out where I notched. Okay, so I'm just going to join the two together this way. Just join it to where the sleeve stops. The same applies to the other part.